Fuck 'em.
Yeah. Coming down. Dedicated to them boys riding slab.
I put this down the am, no I'm looking good. I'm banging screw, nigga, diamonds up.
What world? What up, fight fam? It's your boy Mac. Stay Ready Boxing TV, man. Coming at you with another one. Man, look, check this out. Got a little video I'm gonna make for y'all real quick. I know it's a little late than I know I'm gonna be able to make these videos, but I told my partner, Boxing Ace News Central on Instagram, y'all go follow him. It's boxing_Ace_News_Central on Instagram. Go follow my boy. He's man, look, my boy posts a lot of great stuff on Instagram for boxing, and he's very knowledgeable on the sport. Y'all go follow him. He also do shout outs, so go holler at my boy, man. This is one of my comrades, you know, in this boxing game. You know, we talk all the time. He wanted me to do a video comparing the resumes of Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua, man. So, and I actually agree because I like that idea. So many people discredit Deontay Wilder on his resume, and today we're going to squash all that real quick because, how can I say it? All right, I'm just going to say for this video, I use Ring Resume. So, we're going to use on a star. The way they rate their boxers is by stars. Anything under 3 stars, you get no recognition. That means you're a bum. 2, 1, 0 stars, not mentioning you. Only 3 and up. So, we're going to start with Deontay Wilder first. And the only reason well, how about this? I am going to start with him first, but let's compare all the boxers real quick. We're going to just take how many, I completely rate everybody even as far as their resume go. This is why. Wilder had 10 credible fights. That's 3, 4, and 5-star fighters. Tyson Fury had 7 credible fights. Anthony Joshua had 9 creditable fights. These are all either 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star. And the reason I use 3 stars because, man, better yet, y'all will see the names when I start naming these 3 stars. All right, I added the stars up. Reason being because, you know, this will kind of give you a roundabout number on as star power as the people they fought. Deontay Wilder, his star power was at 33. Tyson Fury, his star power was at 26. Anthony Joshua, his star power is at 34. I'm taking a point off of that, though. It's not, I'm taking my bias completely out of this list, but I'm taking a point out of this on the strength that they had Charles Morton rated as a 4-star fighter. And ain't no way possible, ain't no way in hell Charles Morton was a 4-star fighter. I don't give a damn. Y'all can argue me till the sun go down, and I'm going to argue you back. Charles Morton right now will lose to an old-ass 70-year-old George Foreman. Don't care how you feel about it. Charles Morton is trash. He's a 3-star. I'll give him 3 stars because he had a belt. Other than that, he's not a 4-star. So, Anthony Joshua, 33 too. It's Wilder. Even. So, let's start with Wilder. We're going to talk about their 5 stars. Wilder, Luis Ortiz, that's his 5-star. Now, he fought 1 5-star in Luis Ortiz. He fought 1 4-star in Bermane Stiverne when he had the belt. Reason I agree with that being a 4-star is because Bermane Stiverne beat the man that had the belt before, and Deontay Wilder beat him. To be the man, you have to beat the man. We ain't going to talk about nobody else beating the man because the only other person that beat the man is Tyson Fury. We're not going to talk about Joshua beating the man, but he is the champion right now. And he's had 6 title defenses. So salute to Anthony Joshua on his title defenses, but he needs to fight Deontay Wilder. But And Deontay Wilder had 6, 7, 8 3-star fighters. So that gives you a rundown of his list. I'm actually go through the list in a second. Tyson Fury had 1 5-star fighter and Vladimir Klitschko. We all know how that turned out. He beat the shit out of Klitschko. He had 3 4-star fighters and 3 3-star fighters. Anthony Joshua was the only one on the list that had 2 5-star fighters, and Alexander Povetkin and Vladimir Klitschko. Even though Klitschko was an old Klitschko, the man had a 10-year run. And for anybody that say Luis Ortiz is an old man, so is Vladimir Klitschko when Anthony Joshua fought him. If you're not gonna use that, say Vladimir Klitschko was old, don't say Luis Ortiz was old. Because if you want to say Luis Ortiz is younger than Alexander Povetkin, and Povetkin is a dangerous fighter. So we're not going to talk about nobody being old in the sport of boxing. If you box, you box. The best fight the best. Now, let's talk about, I did say Anthony Joshua fought the only one on the list and fought 2 5-star fighters. Alexander Povetkin is his most recent fight. When Wilder and Fury fight, they're both rated 5 stars. They will have a 5-star fighter on that list. Another one. So, now, let's go to their 4 stars. I told you about Romain Stavern. Wilder beat him decisively. Luis Ortiz beat a Christian Hammer, beat the shit out of Christian Hammer, by the way. He beat a Derek Chisora the second time he fought. Derek Chisora was rated as a 4-star. We all know what happened. The corner threw in the towel. So sad. He beat the shit out of Derek Chisora. Man, he had that boy looking like Martin when he got beat up by Tommy Hearn. We all know how he looked on the episode. If you don't know, ask me. I will post a picture on my Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram. But that was a beautiful display of hands. He beat the shit out of Derek Chisora. And the other 4-star he fought, Stephen Cunningham. Now, that was a great fight. The reason I say that because that fight right there made Tyson Fury a fighter he is. It gave him the heart that he has. It gave him it made him, he always talks shit, but it made him a resilient fighter. The reason I say that, because Stephen Cunningham knocked him down in the second round. Dude got up and came back and knocked out Stephen Cunningham. If the fight would have went to the cards, Stephen Cunningham at that time was winning that fight. But my boy came back and won that fight. So he's resilient. He got a lot of heart. He came back and beat Stephen on that fight. Now let's talk about Joshua's 4-star. I'm gonna start with Charles Martin, which I don't understand why is that a 4-star. I'm giving him a 3, and he knocked him out second round. Dominic Brazil, 7th round TKO. Don't know why Dominic Brazil a 4-star, but that's up for interpretation. I guess he did what he got to do to be a 4-star. I bet you when Wilder fight him, he a 3-star. That's all I'm saying. Now, Joseph Parker. It's a questionable fight, but I'm not gonna take nothing away from that fight. But even though the ref wouldn't let him let it be a close fight and let Joshua fight his fight, Anthony Joshua did what he had to do to win that fight. He utilized his jab. He managed the distance. He stayed away from Parker, and he won the fight on points. Couldn't knock Parker out, but he won the fight on points. Now, let's go to these 3-star fighters of Deontay Wilder's, and then I'm going to talk about, everybody else's, and then we're going to, really discuss more on why I think their resumes is about the same. So we're going to start with Romain Stavern, the second time they fought. We know what happened. Romain Stavern came in overweight, really not ready for the fight, talked shit, pissed Deontay Wilder off, got knocked out first round. We'll leave it at that. Gerald Washington is a great fighter, though. When he fought Deontay Wilder, he was undefeated. He actually, at the time, Gerald Washington was a good fighter. He had some good fights. He should have, when they fought, he was looking good at the beginning of the fight, but if you go back and rewatch that fight, Deontay Wilder didn't even really use his right hand until the fifth round where he got stoppage. It was a great fight. Chris Ariota knocked him out in the 8th round. Arthur Spilka, he damn near killed him in the 9th round. Johan Duhas knocked him out in the 11th round. Malik Scott, WBC eliminator for Bermain Stavern the first time, knocked him out in the 1st round. Devastating knockout, two-piece. Never forget that. Adlai Harrison, 1st round knockout. And Eric Molina. Now let's talk about Eric Molina real quick. Eric Molina, he knocked out in the 9th round. Only fighter that him and Anthony Joshua fought. Yeah, he fought him a year before Anthony Joshua did. And Eric Molina came out in an interview and said Deontay Wilder hits harder than Anthony Joshua. One thing I'll say, though, y'all can use that fight because Anthony Joshua knocked him out in the 3rd round. Wilder knocked him out in the 7th. You can also say he was more subject to get knocked out easier because Wilder knocked him out with that right, and he was, it's up to y'all how you want to interpret. Either way, he got knocked out by both of them. Let's go to Joshua's 3 stars. Carlos Takam, TKO, stoppage, 10th round. Eric Molina, 3rd round. Dillian White, 7th round. Gary Cornish, 1st round. He had 4 3 stars. Tyson Fury, Kevin Johnson, unanimous decision. Nevin Pesky, 3rd round knockout. Derek Chisora, unanimous decision. So, we ran through their credible fights. Wilder had 10 credible fights. Fury had 7. Joshua had 9. It's kind of hard to say who had the better resume when they all really had about the same amount. It's kind of hard to pull away from another one to pull which way to say who had the better resume. Only thing I will say, I give Joshua credit for being on the fast track, saying that he's only had 22 fights and he's had that many credible fights. That'll be the only I don't know why I can't find the words, maybe because it's 1:30 in the morning and I'm tired, but that'll only be the thing I can take away from this list. Wilder has had 40 fights, but in that time being, Wilder was fighting 4 and 5 times a year. Those no names he was fighting, he was knocking their ass out quick and fighting them a bunch of times. So they didn't have a choice but to start putting this man up against creditable people because he was making a name for himself. But that's my bias. Like I said, I'm going to leave my bias out of it. We're just going to talk about these credible fights. It's up to you to pick what you want out of this. But to me, their resume is even. Looking at that, on who's fight harder, who you think can win in a fight against each other, I think Wilder beats both of them. Fury is going to be his hardest fight, his hardest test. If you don't believe me, Fury, and I also say Fury beats Joshua. Fury beats Tony Bellew. Tony Bellew, keep calling him out, and that's the only reason I'm bringing up Tony Bellew's name, because he want to fight Fury. Fury washes you. Fury washes you. He demolishes you. Joshua, Fury beats you senseless because you won't be able to get inside to hit him with your power. His head movement is immaculate. His feet to be so big is immaculate. That feet movement, man, dude is a great tune-up. He is great. I'm just telling you that now. Wilder has great boxing skills that people underrate because y'all call him Mr. Windmill. I'ma say it again and again and again. The only time he gets reckless is when he see his opponent is hurt. Then he gets reckless and running in and try to throw everything but the kitchen sink. But if you watch him, he is very methodical with that left jab. That straight left jab, he's very methodical with it. He's got power in it too. Then he uses it as a rangefinder to throw that right, whichever way it's come, whether it's a hook, uppercut, overhand right, or a straight cross. Either way, that if you're watching, the boy is dangerous. And I don't think Joshua, with his suspect defense. Now, one thing I'll say about Joshua's defense, he protects the hell out that left side. But this right side is open. And then when he sets himself up to throw that little 2-piece or that 3-piece with that right as his power hand, he leaves everything open. And he's stiff as hell, and he has no head movement. When he moves his whole body. He telegraphs where he's going to go. And fighting fighters like Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, he's honestly, unless he fixes defense, he doesn't beat them guys. Y'all can take it how you want to. I know it's going to be people come and tell me Wilder beats Fury, Joshua beats Fury, Joshua beats Wilder, but that's on you. I like Wilder and Fury. I do like Joshua, but he's not better than those two guys to me. All three of them are rated as 5 stars right now, so I did this video for you guys to stop hating on Wilder's resume and to kind of give you a look and to show you that these guys are fighting some good people and that the heavyweight division is coming back to prominence. It's not as good as it used to be, and it's not as good as the welterweight division is right now. The welterweight is the king division right now. They have all the stars, but heavyweight is trying to get there. Give it time. It will be back. And I'm finna get my ass off of here. I appreciate you guys for checking me out. Appreciate you guys for following. If you haven't already by now, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell icon so you can stay updated on my new content, my new videos, and, you know, stay tuned to everything I drop, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to the whole LDBC. I appreciate you guys for bigging me up and, you know what I'm saying, and everything you guys doing. Shout out to all of the media. I'm tired. I'm finna let y'all have it. This is Mac, Stay Ready Boxing TV, man. One love. You ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready. Remember.